All right, welcome everybody. We'll start out with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, first things first, I'm going to introduce our newest town board member, Derek Albee, for everybody that's here. Well, I mean, I was probably one of the youngest ones that joined. I think he might be now.
Yeah, so, I think he is. You were the youngest.
Yeah, so now I just wanted to congratulate him on being chosen. He was chosen party appointed, so it was it's going to be a ride for him to learn this role for the next couple of years until he has to run again and see where we go from there. But I just want to introduce him first and get that started. So we'll get the approval for the last regular meeting minutes. Can we get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve last month's minutes.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Vote carries 4-0 today. Thank you. Probably. I don't know, actually.
Do you have to sign that?
It's fine, he's here. I mean, it's okay.
All right, we'll go ahead and go to our visitor, Nathan.
So, Nathan Held, Indiana 15 Regional Planning Commission. Really tonight, just give an update on your grant for the sewer that was awarded. This is through the Office of Community and Rural Affairs. At this point, I'm just going to go through some of the deadlines, but really at this point, it's mostly in Eric Parsley's court. He's working on the final design, but as far as the deadlines, the first one was at the end of May. This was the environmental release. That was taken care of May 6th. So we cleared that one. The next big one is the bid opening, which is September 30th. So, like I said, Eric's working on the final design, but probably we'd be looking at getting this out to bid sometime in August, probably, to have that full process. So really, we just have to have that opening by that deadline. And then the next one after that is the release of funds, which is November 30th. So once the bids are open, it's not, an immediate process where you turn around and award the contract. We do have to wait until we get the release of funds from OCRA. The other thing is your SRF, which again, that's something that Eric is working on in Commonwealth, putting that together. So all that timing's going to have to work out. We'll coordinate, so it will work out. But we'll have to have your SRF loan in place by the time that we go for the release of funds as well. So once that happens, then we have until September 30th of 2027 to complete the project. So that's kind of the deadlines we're working toward. We do have the contract here for Indiana 15 tonight. This is for the grant administration, for the labor standards, and for the environmental review. It is $65,000. This is paid from the grant. But as part of this, your SRF funds also require the Davis-Bacon labor standards. So you'll be getting a 2-for-1 there. We'll be doing the labor standards for both under this same contract. So are there any questions or comments?
That SRF, Nathan, they had talked about that loan forgiveness, but you won't know anything about that till like towards the end of the project. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think that. Yeah, they may not tell you up front. I'm not sure. You might know though when you go to close it.
Yeah. It would be great for Grandview.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't hand that out frequently, but if you can get it.
So this doesn't require a motion, right, because that was already voted, you just need their
I would
signatures,
do a
correct?
motion
The motion,
to enter into the contract with Region 15 to do.
they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can I get a motion, so this is, okay, can I get a motion to accept the, contract, the Region 15, please?
I'll make a motion to accept the contract with Region 15.
Give me a second. Alright, all in favor? Okay, score that, thank you. Alright. So we'll get that signed and back to you.
Okay,
Thank you, Nathan.
you're welcome. And our board meets next week, and I'll sign off on it.
Is this the only place for me?
It is,
Okay.
yep, and we'll get that back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And
All right.
then with Lightner's,
Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and go over that. So we are moving forward with these, our two buildings. I'll just go ahead and, since he didn't need to show up today, if Sam wanted to, he was probably going to say something in his, but
Yeah.
we're going to go ahead and move forward with the two little buildings, and then we're going to do the separation of the two big ones, and still go forward while we're going through the process of the old post office building. So we're going to continue moving forward. It's a little bit more work for them on their front, that they have to separate the buildings, but we're going to continue moving forward with tearing down. I don't know if he's told you a date that they're going to be
No, I asked him that
moving
today,
equipment in,
and he
but
said, they had to move some things around while they're
Yep.
trying to figure out the legalities.
Yep.
He's hoping in about a week and a half, they should start bringing it down. He said, if they get people out, start cleaning some stuff up beforehand, they will, but this actual tear down would be like a week and a half.
okay.
May I ask a question? Sam, you might be able to answer. What are you gonna do when they cut that roof?
As far as,
Sealing it up?
they're gonna seal it up. That's in part of their plan, they're gonna cut it, re-roof it, seal it up and close it off, weatherize it the way it's supposed to be, for that building to stay sound.
Okay.
Yep.
Until it's torn down.
Well,
Exactly.
till it towards down or whatever our next step is, I
Yeah.
mean,
Because, yeah,
honestly, I think it should come down, but at this point too, if it's standing up and it's safe, do we kind of back off for a little bit and get our money and kind of, or do we try to go forward and keep moving it, knocking it down?
Yep.
If it's standing and it's
depends
sound,
on what all the engineers say.
let's see what once it comes down, I say we look at it then.
Yeah.
The reason is, if it falls down on her, then it's the same thing. We're going to court on her again. The main thing is getting that one that's falling down, out.
Now, have you got a court date?
That court date was canceled for that building, the post office itself. We're just moving forward, taking care of the ones we can control.
So no court date set
Yeah,
yet
so the
for
post
that
office itself, that one building specifically is gonna stay.
Well, who canceled it?
We did, because we looked at all our stuff, and legally, we got, we may not have the strongest case based on just different things, right? We looked at it, the right thing. I think we had little conversations about these things when we stand out there talking. So, we know we can get R3 down. And her building is sound, right?
Yep.
We'll see. We're gonna revisit that one, but we're gonna get the unsafe one that's falling out back down.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
Nope,
No,
nope. Perfect.
But the original plan was move forward and just start the process over to make sure we got a lock solid plan. Right now, we just wanna get those three down.
We want it airtight with her, since she's in the court with so many other people. We want it absolutely airtight. That way there's no question.
Because we'll just if we go forward, we'll just get prolonged in court, and it's just gonna be waiting and waiting and waiting to potentially lose if it's not locked up.
It could be a 6-month process, regardless, either way. So you just never know what it could be. So we're hoping sooner than later.
Well, town's after her.
Um,
Coldport's after her now. About the fires.
Oh, yeah.
They're
That's a little town. Okay, we'll move forward with utility superintendent.
Alright, just talked the changes again. CCR, I just sent off the certification today for last year's CCR, so it should be done. We did have in the last 2 weeks, couple weeks, water leaks. One of them at 5th and Main, or a little bit between 5th and 6th in Main. It was just an old service line that gave away. It looks like it was repaired before. This was like the day I left for vacation. So Walker and I think your dad came over and they dug it up and just turned off the corp stop. It wasn't going to any house or anything, so no loss there. And the second one was last week by 4th and Grand. KK was doing that last bit of dirt work for Scammon Warren. He clipped the line. Now, it wasn't marked, but that was kind of on our fault because their utility, we thought their utility thing was on a different side of the street by their driveway. It was way across the field. We didn't know it was there. So they clipped it and pulled it out of the meter. So we had to repair that clip part and reattach it to the meter. Parks and Rec, as you can see, the men's bathroom, I talked about it last time. Walker got the new toilet in and fixed the faucets, and got a couple other things that they found that was messed up in there, cleaned up or fixed. We had also somebody come in and do some community service, went and cleaned up. We had them just clean up around there and help do all the stuff that you've been doing. All right, boat docks installed. Okay, the sinkhole that I talked about last month at the Global Warehouse, I did inform them that, due to the location of it, it's on them. It's their responsibility. I said, if they get down there and they find out it goes a lot further towards the road, and then we'll have a shared responsibility. If it goes towards the Civic Center, they'll have a shared responsibility. Depending on where it is, they'll have to work that out together. So, as of right now, I believe it would be on those two entities, not the town. They don't go close enough. Walker will be going on vacation starting this Friday. He'll be gone for a week. And then, just for last time that lady was in here asking about the cemetery, trying to find the graves, to everybody's knowledge, we found the location, so she's able to.
That's great.
Yeah, to move forward and put a headstone on it. So. And he also did ask about wrecked vehicles last time. And I said there's some different rules based on flood plain versus just regular outside the floodplain. The rules are pretty much the same. If somebody wants to have a RV in town, recreational vehicle, if it's immobile, it has to hit all the same standards as a mobile home, like elevation wise and all that, flood vents. If it's mobile, it's got to be licensed and ready to drive or be pulled. No flat tires. You've got to be able to run. And no one can stay in it for more than 22 consecutive days, or total days, combined. And if it wanted to be a temporary dwelling, like they said they're doing maintenance on something, it's 180 days max. So, just putting all that together and writing some type of thing up, we could just send to everybody who's got these things here, so they're aware of it. I think that's the next step, because there's several of them around town. I know a lot of people living in them and doing whatever they need, what they're not supposed to be doing. I think we could start with if it's mobile and licensed and able to move first, or I don't know if there's a start point, hit it all at once. I know that's asked about, and I pretty often, if anybody wants to see the specifics about it, penalties wise, there is a penalty for it. For the flood plain area, each day that they're in violation, $10 up to $300 a day. The next day, another violation. Next day, another violation. So it can get expensive on somebody if they choose not to go. I don't think we'd go $300 right off the bat on nobody, but I think the ones who don't want to move it, it's going to add up anyway.
So the ones we got in town.
The ones we got in town, you can have an RV in your house, but you can't live in them, and then they have to be licensed and registered, especially in the floodplain. That's where, you can't,
Yeah.
it has to be able to get out of there. And if it's a permanent one, like you got it up, jacked up, it has to meet all the requirements of a mobile home, which you can't live in an RV, so I don't know why you permanently mount it, right?
So, I mean, the ones that we've already literally got people living in.
Yep.
Then we need to go ahead and act on those.
Yeah, we gotta
or
act on
something.
those, and, I think we need to inform them of the rules. Start out, hey, these are the rules, and you have X amount of days to fix yourself. And then, whatever that timeline is, I say we go in and start writing fines.
Cause I think most of us on the board have tried to talk and you talk to them
Yeah.
in
Well,
a
there's-
kind way.
But there's more than just them, there's several around
Yeah.
town that I've heard from several different people.
Yeah, I have people saying, well, you got someone in your backyard. I said, no.
I've heard that too.
I don't. Got me a pool house, but I don't have them in my backyard.
I've heard that, there's several though.
Mhm.
So it's not gonna be just one, and there's a lot of people,
Now, if someone has, and I'm asking because I have people ask me questions, if someone has a camper and they have like out-of-town guests and they come
22
in for the
consecutive
weekend or
days.
something,
It's normal.
Consecutive or total?
Well,
22
there's-
consecutive, or 22 consecutive, 66 in total for the year.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah.
like 22 for the year. Well,
22 in a row,
22 in a
66
row.
for the full year.
And then,
so my company that just left was there for 6 days. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, still safe.
They were only
back.
they can't report it.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Donna, we can find something that you violated.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
So she just managed to have the 60 days.
They used the wrong kind of toothpaste.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
it's 22 consecutive, 66 total days during the calendar year.
Okay, please.
So, those are the rules. I think we gotta make them known to everybody.
Yep.
And then,
That's the first step.
it's kinda like the,
I think the first
They
one's
plain
probably
ig-
the mass.
plain
just
ignorance
send them all
first,
out.
and then, okay, now you're informed, so we're gonna give you some time to fix it,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna start enforcing.
Okay,
Does that
sounds
have
good.
like an enforcement timeline, or is that something
Once
we
we,
come up with?
once we start enforcing, it's basically, you're in violation. If I go tell them today,
And
they're in
tomorrow,
violation tomorrow.
Mhm.
That's why I think we should, whatever you all deem necessary.
Yeah.
And we tried that over there with Mr. Thorpe. We tried, hey, you have X amount of time to go fix yourself. And obviously, he just moved around the corner into somebody else's property that used to be his,
Mhm.
right? And, so I don't know how, again, how you wanna do that. I say be ready, cause I imagine we'll have a lot of people up in here, trying to plead their case and why, hey, I've been here for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Got
Well, we had a picture order and we got.
Alright,
someone
but,
that took shooting on it.
however you wanna do that, you attack it, maybe I'll give it to you and then we can make sure it reads, whatever we send them and looks right, and say, hey, this is our orders. I mean, I can write it up and just send it to you, look at it and tell me.
I've been working on a packet
Yeah.
of like the procedure for when they're in violation. I didn't start with a letter, like a courtesy notice saying,
Yep.
I didn't do that. I can start with that and just like, hey, above, this is what our code says. Make sure you're in compliance. We're gonna start enforcing this pretty soon.
Yeah.
Or we can just start with the enforcement letters or the notices. I had more like
I think sending a courtesy letter first would be fine.
Well,
I mean,
I wouldn't say 30 days, I'd do
No,
dates, by this
yeah.
date.
yeah, by this date, yeah, not a 30-day thing, because, give them a solid, concrete date saying,
If you
hey,
get it out this week, you can say July 1st, that gives them 2 weeks.
yeah, figure it out, yeah.
Roughly 2 weeks.
No, I think that would be good. Being on that same note, I mean, we still got, I know for one yard that needs, I don't know what we need to do about it, but
Yards
there's
is-
one yard for sure that I know that is completely, like, miserable even to look at, so. I don't know
There's
what else.
several.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just talked to one the other day and said, clean up your, I tried to do that approach,
Yeah.
take it, can you clean it up?
Yeah. This one's a vacant yard though,
Oh.
so nobody lives there.
Oh,
at
really?
all. At all,
Oh.
ever. No more
Wilson.
than,
I just sent him a letter, matter of fact, so we could probably start
Okay.
moving about mowing the grass and stuff.
I haven't caught him out personally in a long time, that's why.
Yeah.
Hard to get to.
It's in Rockport now most of the time, so I just don't go to Rockport a whole lot.
Yeah.
So
I know where he's staying.
Yeah.
Well,
Got an address if you want.
I got his
know where
address,
he's
I got
staying.
online, I got his address from GIS, that's where I got it from, so, that's where I sent the letter to.
okay.
But that was right before, I sent it, for trash and grass, I tried to send those letters about a week and a half before this meeting, that way if they feel like they need
No,
to argue it,
no,
they can come to the council meeting within their window to fix it, right? So,
I know of a couple of people that mow
Yeah.
yards and stuff. They're taking care of a couple places
Yeah.
around here. And, that may be something we could try, is like, if we had a name for someone, if they wanted to have someone to come in and mow, maybe they don't know somebody, so maybe we could.
we actually just went and mowed one ourselves, just cause it was in Rose Lane. We
You
mowed it,
guys did it.
we did it, just cause
Thank you,
it
that
was-
was
the
mosquito
grass,
pit.
the grass was that tall, and the lady lived next door came out almost crying in tears, 'cause she's got kids running out there, she's afraid to let their kid out.
Yeah.
So,
Grass is
and
all
I
over
said,
the
well,
fields.
we're not gonna mow it every week, but every few weeks we might hit it to keep it down. The Mark Wilson one,
Yeah.
I don't know what's in that yard, I don't wanna go through there.
Yeah,
I've been bush hog day.
But, yeah, there's a few more like that, those are the two
Those are the
main
two
ones,
bad ones.
honestly, and
You-
That
you
one
need
on
to check
Second
your
Street
hours
is
and
getting
put
bad
it,
again.
And put a lien on the property.
But, now, we don't have, and I said this last time, in our ordinance, a thing if we mow it to get, we don't have a thing that says, hey, we're gonna charge you for our services.
Yeah.
Or, if we contract it out, we could charge you and just put penalties, all we have is fines and penalties. The empty house, the one on Rose Lane, you're never gonna see anything, it's just, we're just doing paperwork after paperwork after paperwork, he knows it's his neighbor's house too, right? I think we need to change our ordinance to read something like Christie's, where we can have somebody on, hey, this house is not in their violation, we're gonna send you out to mow it, and then we just add it, and now it's a paperwork drill at the courthouse, we file it, put a tax lien on them, and it adds to their bill, and we don't waste our time with it no more.
Right.
We probably do the same thing with, well, trash would be a little bit more difficult, but, there's a lot of
I
trash.
think mowing's a big one.
Mowing's a big one, and then, there's several with the trash, and we did the trash pickup, now we can start moving forward on that as well. At the same time, the same letter, you might be catered to, cause there's several with trash around here, hey, you got X amount of time, we're gonna start enforcing this date, and here you go.
I mean,
That's just, I only say this is another thing, that the only downfall of this, is time consuming.
Yeah.
And time is not something that you get a lot of here.
Right.
I think that's why we need to go ahead and force it, to be done.
Well,
Everything,
you don't have to
because
keep writing
you don't have
letters
to
or
keep
bills
writing
in the
because
office, doesn't have to-
Well,
There's many that,
and I think there is one place too, if you could do, I've read on that one website, that one email chain that, from around the communities,
Listserv.
that they do one, they'll do it once a year. They'll go write a letter and they don't rewrite them. They just, it needs cut, we just go and mow it again and charge you.
Yep.
Without writing letters over and over again.
Yeah.
If you fall in violation again, and as long as it's legal, why do we keep wasting our time sending letters and whatnot?
Mowing, I think is.
and we got a
Yeah,
lot of
mowing,
people
and
that
then
were
there's some
cleaned up
notice
and
that
then
it's not
they're back the
mowed.
way they
Yeah.
were. It's right on our
Community
street.
wanna notice, like,
Yeah.
community yard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you have to do the next one, and I think it's where we file it up there at the,
Yeah.
get it recorded up there. Cause that's what, that's where I seen Christmas, they do that, and when they go file one, they put it up to Christmas.
Who files that lien for Christmas?
John Graham will go up there and do
John,
it.
John has to do it.
It don't have to
Don't
be
have
John,
to
but
be.
it could be somebody up in here could go, and, I did it for that post office building, at the end there.
John they usually prepare everything,
Yeah.
and then I'll go take it over.
Yeah, John.
So
goes
it's,
to him.
Yeah, he's
it's
busy
just
attorney.
send it to you.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
yeah,
okay.
same difference, but they,
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
So,
prepare everything.
I mean,
and
there's
send it.
things we could do, for me, I just need to figure out
We need to
the
just read
process,
those
right, and make
ordinances.
sure I got it right, and it's right, we're doing it right, to make it streamlined, because again, once you send the letters out, and if you're doing like the violation notices, it's like a 10-day or a 2-week time limit attached to it, now, you gotta make sure you're going back,
And keep her up.
and
Yeah,
keep,
we don't want-
on them,
We don't want.
and again, when you send those letters, I think it's important, because in the letter I currently write, you have the right to come to the council
First.
and make a complaint, or go, hey, why am I exempt, or why should I not be getting fined, or why I have to do this?
Mm-hmm.
But if I send a letter at the beginning of the month, you know, they're like 3 weeks out, there's no meeting to come to,
Yep.
right? And their violation window is already closed. So, once a month, we need to revisit it, like week 2, that should be violation notices. And then the third week is when, week 1 should be identify, week 2, letters, week 3, they come to the meeting, if they want to.
Well, we've been nice to people, and we should be nice, don't get me wrong, but what about the people that take care of their homes, like, Mrs. Webb's house
Right.
was for sale, and someone come, or talked to me about some yards and stuff, they ended up not passing that house, and I'm thinking that's costing people, and it's keeping people from buying, but it's also keeping people from coming in and building too. Some people, I don't mean everybody, but
There's several lots in towns that's owned by California corporations
Mhm.
that don't care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they won't, it's Church Street next to Bowman. He contacted them, and they said, do whatever you want, we're not gonna mow it.
then we need to do what we gotta do,
Yeah, we'll figure it. We'll get that in order
You can
with
find 'em.
everything, and
Yeah.
we'll start doing that.
Make sure.
So,
Right.
okay, we'll keep on moving forward here.
How do you start finding
Yeah,
out?
that's all I got.
I don't
You probably
know.
didn't hear anything from fire department, right?
No, and Walter's not really, he hadn't been doing a whole lot of meetings, so he had nothing to pass on. I did, the siren thing, I did have that, I did call the siren, or the dispatch, told them it wasn't working, I got some numbers, and it was been rainy, so I didn't try to get it tested, since I get a dry day, I'm gonna, call dispatch to see if they can try to turn it on. Like individually, maybe they just don't have ours turned on.
Right.
If that didn't work, I got some contact numbers from, Stephanie Melton and them, and for who does it in Boonville or Warwick counties.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they can come, it's the same company, install it, the same one that does the alarms.
Okay.
So I'll call them and see if they can't, come troubleshoot it, but I wanna try, just, hey, kick it on and see if maybe they don't have it right.
Yeah, we need to get that, you're out all the money for it, so we need to get it taken care of as soon as possible.
So, but that's the only thing, not really fire department, but I know they put it in.
Okay, anything else on parks that we need to talk about?
I just, whenever you have time,
Mulch.
just whenever,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be away, like I said, I have surgery this week, so, but within the next couple of weeks, I plan on getting.
I admit I already have it, but
That's okay,
We
but
got
at the
to
park
start
itself, I just wanted to show you where I plan to do some landscaping to make, I checked with you once before, but I want to double check to make sure before I do it. That's all.
Okay, so for me, I'm gonna go ahead and mention it now since we're a couple of months away. I think we have a date set. We're gonna have, we probably won't call it the Music Fest. Be like a Grandview Summer Fest or whatever. We're gonna do August 22nd. That's the date. Saturday, 1-day event. We haven't got all the details all ironed out yet, so that's what first time putting it out there. And I will be making, social media posts and whatnot after that. But that's going to be the date that we're going to be doing it. And then
Stiflin Summerfest go on? Is it September or is it August?
I'm not sure. This was the date that we all
looked at it.
yeah, we looked pretty heavily on the dates to make sure we did not.
Hummingbird.
We avoided all the local stuff. And,
Are we gonna have planning meetings, but we all know what's going on?
yeah. Well, I can let you know as soon as we get everything.
Yeah, but
Because I've got most.
For it's like an all-day event, or
I mean,
I don't know yet.
DJ won't probably be because it's going to be a DJ event. What my idea is with the DJ, it's going to be like a karaoke, so you don't have to bring all your own stuff, right? And you can still sing, artists can still come, whatever they want to do. It'll be something similar to that, so they don't have to bring their own equipment.
Yeah.
And it's going to be more of like a karaoke. You just pay the DJ because I got the DJ coming for free this year. So thanks to John.
And this
So
is gonna be like free to the public.
yes, it's going to be a free event. It's
And
going to be a free event, just like every other fest that's really around. And it's going to be what?
Vendors down there?
There'll be food trucks.
Beer garden.
beer garden will be there again.
Talking at the boat dock or at the-
Yes,
Good.
and I'm trying to work through right now getting a permit for a half pot, if we can do it. I've got to do all that paperwork still yet, and then I still have to get with the fire marshal. So that's my big thing that I'm trying to set up right now, is get that done, which myself and Sam will get that done here, you know, as soon as we both get some free
Good
time.
idea.
Would be,
And
but,
the food vendors, you know, you have to go around and make sure they have all their paperwork, because I
I've
know,
already been
I
with
was in the
health
hospital, but,
inspector.
but there was a lot there
I'm in-
last year.
I've been talking to her the last 2 months.
Okay.
So, yeah, I know.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure everything's done right this year, and make sure all of our permits are done and all that's good, and everything's. We don't have to, you know. And then also I've got in contact with a. There will be a bounce house, and probably I've got 2 things probably coming: a bounce house and what did I say? Another big one that's kind of. Obstacle course. There we go. I couldn't think of
Are
it.
you gonna bring any extra
So-
porta potties?
I don't
So
know.
Sam, that'll be something that I'll have to talk to you
Yeah.
about, because if we have 10 gauge cords, that's what we have to have for the blow ups.
Okay,
So if we don't, we can just buy some, so we don't have
we
to work
can
them from.
get them, and we also,
Because we need them anyway.
we also have 2 tents now,
Yeah.
that we'll set up for shade. We got 2 with, they're
Yeah.
20 by 40, 20 by 40 tents that the
Which-
town owns.
Which I have the map set up already. For the
It'll
most
have to
part,
be
so.
in the grass for the tents itself,
Those
because
tents are covered
it's
with
state
fence
farm.
houses.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. And that's one thing that I'm going to work on as well, is get some sponsors out there and see what I can do and get that paperwork done by the end of this month. See what sponsorships I can get done. You know, from anybody that's around here, just like our athletic teams do. Just, I mean, 20 is better than 0, even if it's, you know, something small. I mean, you know, a bunch of little 20s will add up pretty quick. So.
Speaking of that, Sean Fuller, who's the drummer for Florida Georgia Line,
Yep.
said to get a hold of him with all your questions. So I'll get you that
Wow.
contact info.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
At least
so
we'll help promote it,
that's amazing.
get the
Yeah.
thing out there.
As soon as I get that,
Sean's from here. If people don't know,
Yeah.
so.
I got some people that I can get a hold of
no,
too.
that's huge. That's huge. So, yeah, no, I'm super pumped about it this year, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get all that paperwork and everything done early or late, you know, at least mid-July. That way I can have everything, you know, set in stone. So, yeah, I just want to go ahead and bring that up today. That way, whenever you see some posts going on, it's not a fake post. It's not AI just talking to somebody. So,
Right.
because you never know on Facebook anymore. So I just wanted to bring that up under parks. So, all right, we'll go ahead and move on to clerk treasurer's report.
One deed, and you can sign this one too.
Okay. So this is cemetery. Oh, you got it. Go ahead. Cemetery deed. Whenever somebody comes and buys one, they have to sign the paperwork. We all sign off on it. We don't need a motion to approve those, do we? I didn't think so.
And then you
Pay
do the
for 'em.
financials with you.
Yep. Can I get a motion to approve our financials, please?
I'll make a motion to approve last month's financials.
Can I get a second.
A second.
All in favor? Vote carries 4-0. Thank you. So you can sign it right under my name. There.
Okay, and
I
also,
usually try to sign the same exact spot, but whenever you have a stamp.
we have, with Wanda, she's been trying to get out of here just like Donna has, and I haven't allowed either one of them. But I have someone that has stepped up to come work with me, which would be Sam's wife, Jessica. And I have her application, and I feel really
Jessica.
excited that she'll be a good asset to town. And I would like to hire her to take Wanda's position, which will probably be in the next week or so.
So Wanda's 8 to 12? What's
8 to
your
12.
hours
She
plan
could-
on?
She could start, for right now, doing the 8 to 12 to get in here and start seeing what's done. And then hopefully, when she starts liking it, we'll be open all day.
Yeah, so that's,
That'll help the town.
That's
That'll
a-
help a
Yeah.
lot. That's one of the things I get
Yeah.
from most
Yeah.
of is
Yeah.
the availability up here.
I think she will be very good. So,
Thank you for being willing
sounds
to.
great.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
she'll be, she'll be working under Stacy because of nepotism. She won't answer to anyone that she's related to. She'll be working at Stacy's discretion, but the board needs to set her wages. She'll be full-time. I'm understanding right what I heard from Stacy a while ago. She'll be full-time, so, she'll be eligible for the insurance stipend and the vacations and all that, but you all will need to set her wage, her hourly wage.
You said,
and then hopefully in next year, maybe-ish, we'll have Donna and Wanda off payroll.
Yeah.
But right now, I still need Donna on a few things that are going on right now with the projects that are like
Wanda's
over
gonna
my
be gone
head,
for the
and,
year.
yeah.
Wanda's actually on
Yeah.
vacation for the next 2 to 3 weeks,
Okay.
so I'll be here. Town hall will be open, I'll be here to cover for her,
Okay.
but
Oh,
just
that
the
sounds
12, I'm not staying.
Yeah, no, no, that sounds good. So what are your guys' thoughts, on pay?
I know it's quick, but
Where we at with Wanda and pay right now?
Wanda's part-time, 18, and then
I'm
Donna's
part-time
at
at 20.
20.
Okay, I'm sure you'll be worth it, but I think that maybe we should start it out a little under what Wanda is, because Wanda's been here for a long time, so is Donna. But then reevaluate in 90 days like we normally do, and go from there.
I feel the 18 would be substantial because of what I know will be her duties.
And she's gonna
Because
be here
It's,
the whole time.
it's gonna be,
And
Oh, I know it's
think-
gonna be a job, I'm
I
just
think
saying
that's a
that,
good idea. I mean, at least starting her at 18, and then we can reevaluate at the end of the year and give, because we still have to talk about, Stacy's too, since she's not gotten anything. So, yeah, I'm okay with whatever you guys
18
decide.
through the first, and then evaluate and not have a.
Yeah, for 30 days, 3 months,
I'd be
and
good
then
with 30 days or 90 days, 3 months.
3 months and reevaluate it
September.
September.
September's meeting.
September's meeting.
Give her a little birthday raise, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like almost like a perfect three months, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when was the anticipated start date? Monday or? Because
I mean, we might as well.
You're trying to set the 90 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
you said you can come in the 22nd
Shouldn't start.
which one?
That'd be Monday.
Which
of
one?
June, yeah,
The 22nd of
22nd.
June.
So you wanna go, what's September's meeting?
21st on my birthday.
That's what the meeting date was.
21st.
You could
We weren't talking
even,
about the birthday, we're just,
It's the
you
third.
could
That's the third
even, like
Monday.
you do, have her in early and talk to her in executive session before,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
To see where she's at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, absolutely. We'll probably reconvene after, her first month and see how she's even doing.
Make sure
Yeah.
she wants to stay.
Yeah.
And she's not
Right,
being
yeah.
harassed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
again, I'm okay with that, I just,
Yeah.
again, trying to think of what, residents,
Yeah.
the money we're being out all the way around, cause I don't know if anybody
Well, I
else.
think the
but I-
residents are gonna be super happy that this place is gonna be open.
If we can, yes, and that's gonna be my
So-
thing, if someone says something, I'm gonna say, hey,
The place is
you want it
open.
open
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
you
You
do,
got-
we
you
got
gotta
people.
pay
Right,
somebody
and
to be
you
here,
need a
so-
motion, though,
Yeah,
to set her
yeah.
wages,
And we
yeah,
will.
you need that.
Yep, absolutely. So,
When's
There
that
should
gonna
be-
start?
22nd.
Being open every day. All day.
whenever she's
You motion
comfortable.
to hard, right?
yeah, whenever.
Yeah, yeah.
She looks comfortable right now, doesn't she?
Until July 1st,
But she's gonna be coming back
but I'll
training.
be coming
Yeah.
to training.
I like to make the motion for.
Well, I mean, if you need comfortable, we can get you a blanket.
Setting up
I like to make
that.
a motion to hire Mrs. Rose, at $18 an hour.
Can we get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? All right, so carries. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're still
Yeah.
here, but yay for Wanda.
Yeah, she's gonna be super pumped when she comes back.
Her vacation is
Yeah.
over. It's one
Yeah.
turn around. I gotta go to every
Makes me
house
wanna
and
cry.
start
Yeah, no,
complaining.
Yeah.
no.
true. Maybe helping me now.
Okay, anything else before we, close this thing out that anybody has to bring up?
I'd just like to say that I know that I've been in and out of hospitals and everything else going on in my life last year, but there's been things like the fest. I had no idea that, I knew we talked a little bit about it, but never anything else. And I want to be involved in things, and I would like to add that there were some things that went on in the last fest with getting the license and different things for me. I had nothing to do with that at all. I was a volunteer and had my duties to what I was supposed to do. I like to make that quite clear, just for it's known that, I didn't have
Regardless,
anything to do with
I just wanted to make sure whenever I, or the town in general was involved in anything, because the town technically wasn't even involved in the music
No.
fest last year. And that's why I wanted to make sure, like, if the town is involved, all the everything's dotted or dotted and crossed, because I did not want anything to come back on the town.
I totally agree.
I was getting calls.
I didn't know anything until after.
Whenever I get calls about something we weren't involved in, I don't want that to ever happen again. So.
Since it's a free event, I think the rules are a little bit different too.
Somewhat,
Yeah, because Homeland Security is, you still have like the beer tent, but as far as like, we don't have to fence in this whole big area
No.
like we did last time.
No, we'll just put barricades up by the river, make sure.
Yeah.
But the public's always able to go down to the river.
The boat ramp will be open.
Yeah.
Are you gonna leave it open?
We're gonna leave a path, so that's one thing that I've been sending pictures to Sam and John about right now, because I've got to figure out, exactly, what would be best. How to still have all that access and to still be able to, back a trailer out and go park your trailer somewhere else.
But in case of boat rescue, you need to be able to get
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
Right. Gotcha.
So I want to make that very clear for the fire marshals, because if you have all that closed off, then that's another reason that they would be like, oh, let's hold off on this permit. I don't want them to have any reason to hold off. I want it to look safe. I want there to be motion, that's able. I don't want anybody, flying around doing a donut through the middle of the vendors or anything. But I definitely want full access to boaters that do want to go boating on that Saturday, but
You are getting toward the end of the year.
How about
so
a 250th United States
right,
parade that morning?
yeah, we absolutely could.
What about
Absolutely.
even having like a car show or motorcycle show,
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
how
Right
we
on
could
Main
do it.
Street.
You usually have to get them in, as
Yeah.
North Dakota found out a year ahead. But
So
we can look into that.
Well, we will look into how, because she got that going.
About
and-
15 cars, they told me that was amazing, because usually you have to plan way ahead
Yeah.
the time.
Because
But
their
we can look
schedules,
into that.
if you've looked at their booklets, they have a schedule that comes out at the end of in December for the whole year. So that's something that has to be super planned. But yeah, we'll try to see what we
But
can
we
do.
can talk to Darren about
I was
that.
Yeah.
gonna say, talk to Darren. He is the one for ABR.
for sure.
Every month.
He helped me
Yeah.
a lot of that.
First,
Yeah,
first
he
Saturday of the
he
month.
helps. Yeah, he helps her.
If you want a parade, we'll do it.
And have you thought about the security, because we'll
Yep.
have to hire security?
I took notes all last year since I was down there.
Yeah, we started taking notes that night.
I still got
We
all
started-
mine, but like I said,
No.
I ended up in the hospital during that time.
Yep. So. All right. Well, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor? Vote carries 4-0. So, Derek, just to let you know, that's gonna be your thing, an adjournment.
Yeah, let's see you back.
It's gotta be
Have a
quick.
good-
Make a motion to adjourn.
You don't like long meetings.
No,
We're in and out.
sometimes, whenever
That's part
we're,
of being on board.
whenever you're making the motion to adjourn, like, that's the most exciting part. Like, whenever you get to the end, you're like, oh, thank goodness, like, no other stuff is surprised, it's that bad, that we have to deal with. But no, I like giving Dylan a hard time when he's sitting in that seat.